Well, Mark, the Cheshire derby awaits tomorrow. Your initial thoughts ahead of the game?
I am really looking forward to it. Really tough game, obviously away from home, which makes it a little bit tougher again. But fantastic opposition. We had a great game here against them, which seems only a couple of weeks ago. I think both teams acquitted themselves really well. So fingers crossed we can both give the fans something to look forward to tomorrow.
Because we've played Crewe, in a short period of time at home, do you think that will have any bearing on tomorrow's game?
No, because we've both had several games in between. Things happen. They might have a few changes. We've done different things in our games. We've got new players in. I suppose both styles of play, I imagine, not going to change very much. I know ours isn't. It's pretty obvious the way we are. But I don't think it has any bearing on it at all. They're at home, the advantage is with them. They're on off the back of an incredible run. I know they lost to Plymouth last week, but I think they won 5 in a row before that. So, and we're playing well. We've continued the good stuff that we've done. So I don't think the fact that it was 2 weeks ago will have any bearing at all. But I just know it's going to be a really, really difficult game. But I know that they'll know they're in for a tough game as well.
As you alluded to, both sides go into tomorrow's game off the back of matches against Plymouth Argyle. How much confidence can we take from Tuesday night's performance?
Huge. Listen, we took a lot of confidence from a defeat on Saturday against Exeter. There's huge positives to take, but from a personal point of view, since I've been in, we've had an incredibly tough run of games. Pretty unlucky with the teams we're facing, but I've taken a huge amount of credit from where we are today to where we were 9 games ago. So from my own perspective, which is all I really focus on, I'm really, really positive and really happy with where we started at and where we are, considering all the things that happen in between. Lots of good things have happened, and we've had lots of obstacles as well. So I'm really, really happy where we're at.
Crewe suffered what was a rare defeat at home park last week. They'll be itching to get back to winning ways, of course, especially in front of the home fans where they have a fairly decent record, don't they?
Fairly decent. I think it's the best in the league at home.
Yeah.
So they're in terms of winning games very high, losing games incredibly low, scoring goals, average a lot of goals at home, and conceding goals they don't concede that many, but they have conceded. But look, I keep saying we've just got to focus on us and what we do, and I can assure you, and I don't mind telling anybody who wants to listen, going into tomorrow's game we'll heavily focus on what we do and not what somebody else does.
It's not been the best of weeks weather-wise, has it?
Really?
Have you had to adapt your preparations?
No, because one of the massive difficulties we've had since we've been in, we've had a lot of Saturday, Tuesday games. So it's ironic, we got out of one spell of difficulty in terms of games, and then no sooner we got out of that, we find another one with the weather. So since January the 16th when I come in, our week's been pretty much the same every time. So we've had limited time on the grass, but we've maximised what we've wanted to do while not being on it. So nothing's changed for us really.
Despite the downpours, we're expecting a big Silkmen away following tomorrow. Does the fact that it is a derby give the game an extra edge?
To me, no, but to fans, pretty obvious. I've played in millions of derbies, various different partnerships of clubs, and it's always extra special for a fan for many reasons. It's your local derby, the bragging rights, going into work, what it does for people's weekends. But as a coach and as a player, it's just another game. It's just us being professional, and we approach every game the same. We haven't approached tomorrow's game any different than we've approached other games. We give it 100%. We do it properly. We tick all the boxes on what we're trying to do. But I do understand the importance and what it means to a fan. I was a fan myself once, so I remember growing up watching. I can remember Euro '88 when Ray Houghton scored a famous goal against England. Things like that. So you never forget stuff like that. But ultimately, we're here. I keep reminding the lads what professional looks like. So there's no point me going on about that week in, week out, and not doing it myself.
I guess it's a matter of playing the game rather than the occasion.
Absolutely. Every team's different, every style's different, but ultimately it's about being focused on when that whistle goes. I keep saying to the lads, well, at 3 o'clock tomorrow when the referee blows the whistle, he gives you a point, not him personally, but you've got a point, and we've got to focus on getting points on the board. And you know, the opposition is something we deal with every week, but it's about us being professional and dealing with it.
Brilliant. Thanks, Mark.
Thanks, Bob.